And when you are faced with that type of diagnosis, it is incredibly scary, and finding a treatment can be even scarier, especially because there are so many choices out there available to you. An important factor is finding a treatment without many side effects. This is Dr. John Kressel. He is a Phoenix Cyberknife Center. He's here to tell us how they can help. Good to see you. Yep. Being an advocate, you always talk about that, being an advocate of your health care.
Yep.
What is Phoenix Cyberknife?
So Phoenix Cyberknife is a center that we developed that's kind of the state-of-the-art for radiosurgery, which is the most advanced form of radiation therapy for cancers and other treatments.
I know you know this. Cyberknife's not at the top of the list. I'm going to be frank with you. You understand that. Why?
Well, there's only really one in the state that has both of the equipment next to each other. It's not that available. There's only about 150 or so in the United States, and it is very expensive technology and very expensive to operate. So not everybody is willing to do it because it takes a lot of time and effort.
But it's so cutting edge when it comes to how you tackle a cancer diagnosis. Describe what a treatment is like.
So radiosurgery is very precise, very high doses of radiation delivered in 5 treatments or less. So anybody that's getting more than 5 treatments, it's not radiosurgery, despite what they might be told. And because it's so precise and accurate, and particularly for Cyberknife, it's the only treatment that the radiation beam actually moves with the patient if they're breathing or moving. So again, it's much more precise. We're not treating a lot of normal tissue.
Right, I was about to say the tissue around where the cancer cells are found, they're almost preserved.
So that allows us to not only give a higher dose, which leads to higher cure rates, but also reduces dose to the surrounding normal tissue, which can reduce side effects significantly.
And Phoenix Cyberknife, it's not only unique here in Phoenix, but to cancer treatment centers around the country. Why is that?
Well, we've got 2 pieces of equipment. Well, actually, we have 3 pieces of equipment. So we can provide any type of radiation therapy that a patient might require. So there's no limitations. They don't have to, you don't have to settle for something less, and we don't have to send patients anywhere else because we have it all under one roof.
Talk about the side effects.
Well, depending on what site we treat, many times, we can treat either a brain lesion or a lung lesion. I like to call it bloodless brain surgery or bloodless lung surgery. We'll treat a cancer patient in the morning, they'll go golfing in the afternoon. That's
mind-blowing, right? And 5 treatments or less is even, to me, I mean, you've sat on this couch with patients who were told they were going to be months and months of radiation and chemo, and you guys are giving them an alternative.
Yep.
You talked a moment ago about the price of this and the expense of this type of technology. I don't feel, and I'm sure you feel the same way, no one should ever have to make this decision based on whether they can afford it. Will you accept insurance?
Yep, this is something that's covered by Medicare and all of the major providers. It's a very standard accepted form of treatment. It's just not available everywhere because it's difficult to deliver because of the equipment, because of the increased technology and the personnel that you have to use to deliver it, as well as the physicians. There's not very many physicians trained in it.
And all types of cancers, right, that you will treat?
Yep. Every type of cancer.
And I want to talk about those physicians and how are they trained?
So, we're all of my partners and myself board certified, so we've got all of the credentialing required for radiation oncology. But in addition to that, additional training with regards to radiosurgery as a discipline, and then in addition to that, a training on top of that to how to best utilize Cyberknife for treatment for patients.
We have a patient coming up in just a moment who's going to join you. His story is remarkable, and he thanks Phoenix Cyberknife for that.
Well, we were glad that we had an opportunity to meet him in a critical time that he was making decisions. Wasn't really sure of all of his options. Learned that Cyberknife was a great option to avoid surgery or other treatments, and pleased to say that he's had a good outcome and he's cancer-free.
And he was stage 4 when he got to Dr. Kressel, so you're going to hear his remarkable story coming up in just a moment. If you have any questions for Phoenix Cyberknife and Radiation Oncology Center, you can email them to info@pcroc.com. They are located at 4611 East Shea Boulevard in Phoenix. Give them a call to book an appointment or a consultation. 602-441-3645 or 3845. That's 602-441-3845. You could also visit the website phoenixcyberknifecenter.com.